You made a judgment call, a poor judgment call.
I did.
You judged a book by its cover, Adam.
Yes, I did.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Deep Drop. This is a fishing podcast. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome very much. And if you are an existing listener who's been along for the ride of well over 120 episodes now, welcome back. Great to have you on deck. But Adam Ring, Luke McCredden are here again, 122 episodes in, I believe, Adam. And we are having a ball thanks to everyone out there and your wonderful feedback and topics and engagement. Adam, it's all happening, mate. It's just keeping on rolling on.
It's all happening. We're in March already. Where have the first couple of months gone? Summer is officially over.
It actually is over.
It actually is. Yep, it actually is.
Yeah.
So the weather hasn't turned yet, but the season itself is actually over as we start transitioning into some cooler months.
Yeah.
But nothing seems to be slowing down.
No.
To give you an idea on how crazy the fishing is right now, I saw a post. So we are recording this on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something pop up on my Facebook feed that there was a local tackle shop in Hastings that was going to weigh in a swordfish at the Hastings boat ramp at about estimated time about 8:30 p.m. So I don't know what the hell that means. I dare say that means someone has got a big fuck off boat that it's moored at Hastings and they've left and gone to lakes for the weekend.
Wow.
But I don't know, so I'll be watching that one.
Yeah, that's exciting. Well, it's there. You're right, though. It's wherever you turn at the moment. There's a lot going on. It's fantastic all around the country. It's brilliant. Although our friends in Queensland at the minute are copping a bit of weather, so
it's a bit moist.
Not much happening up there from the fishing space. But hopefully everything is all good up there and remains safe and in one piece. But if you are new here, this is a platform where we talk fishing and all angles of it, Adam, and we don't, hesitate if we need to go in a certain direction. We don't balk at anything either. We have a bit of a crack. The best thing is we get feedback from you guys on social media, whether it be Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or Spotify itself now. You can comment and leave your thoughts and feelings on there. And it's been what's driving this podcast. I know you do a good job, but I'm sorry. The number one player in this game is the listener.
You can't beat the voice of the people, Luke. And when the people need some advice or they have some advice to give, they're not shy on reaching out. And that's what makes the Deep Drop special because we listen. We listen to your questions. We're more than happy to tackle them. And we will tackle them from every single angle known to man.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no
stone unturned.
Not at all. We've got a bit of feedback from a couple of listeners. We often ask for voice messages because we love it because we can play them on the show and have a bit of fun. So we got them coming up a bit later on, ads. So looking forward to getting your thoughts on a couple of those. But I guess again, if you're new, the best place to get in touch and share the love when it comes to voicing your thoughts and feedback is Instagram. The Deep Drop on Instagram. Get over there, give it a follow. Then head over to YouTube and TikTok where some of the content gets put up and we have a bit of fun as well. And most importantly, find the podcast, which you've already done because you're listening, so that's a weird thing to say. Spotify
for us.
Spotify is probably the best place to do that. So do that. Share it around with your friends. Copy a link and just blast it out to your mates with no context. Just send them the link.
No, just do it. Yeah, that's how you get the most honest feedback.
That's what
Don't
I reckon.
tell them.
Don't tell them.
Send.
And see what they say.
Yeah.
What is this shit?
What's this shit? Yeah.
Or you might be, wow, you've just opened my heart and mind up to a whole new life. Thank you. I don't know.
I'm not a fisho, and now I am. You might hear that.
I am a fisho, and now I'm not.
Either way.
Either way. So get in touch. We love it. And of course, you can head over to the website, thedeepdrop.au, where you can find all the episodes and all the info on the episodes. And of course, the greatest combo in the fishing tackle industry.
Yep, the greatest combo as voted by you and I, Luke, on the internet, which is not a rod and reel as you might think we're talking about, but head on over to deepdrop.au and you will find the cap and stubby holder combo to ruin or rule all combos.
Yeah, absolutely. So head over there, cap, stubby holder, share the Deep Drop branding. We'll cover the freight. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Just get on there and rep the brand. We love it. But we love the support. So thank you, everyone who's been over there and picked themselves up some merch. We love it. Thank you very, very much. As we kick off the show from the beginning of 2025, I guess, with just knocking the top off a quiet one and sharing it with our good friends out there. So drink of the week this week for you, my friend.
I'm tucking into an ice cold can of Bolter XPA.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm on the road again, third week in a row. And I don't mind ducking into the old local bottle-o and having a scan of the beer section.
Yep.
And decided to go with the Bolters tonight. What are you rocking in the bright green stubby holder, which I still haven't thrown in my car?
Well, that's shit form on your part.
So not the greatest beer I've ever had.
No, it would have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. Completely letting the team down. No, tonight just opened a nice, quiet, stubby Cooper's Pale Ale tonight for me.
Oh, rocking the Coopers.
Yeah, Cooper's a bit of a throwback. I used to not mind the odd Coopers here and there. Good South Australian brew.
Yep.
And the Pale Ale was one I used to lean into. Haven't had one for a while, so I thought, why not? And
Still holds up?
Yeah, it's a solid drop.
Yeah.
So, all good. But it's a good to throw back sometimes. You did it the other week with the Millers.
I did it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, did it last week. So no, you got to remember where you come from, Luke.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Ads, I need to kick off with something before we launch into anything further tonight, because I've just this afternoon been sent from literally 4 or 5 people just within the space of sort of half an hour or so. And all I can say is you, Adam, should get onto Facebook and head over, and it is I think it's a private group. You've got to request to join it or something. But, well, the name of this group might say it all. The Australian Carp Slayers.
Yes.
Now, the reason, and this is why I love our listeners and our followers and social, the reason this got sent to me was because obviously the legacy of Carpathon is still out there. Like, it's still in the air. People are still thinking about Carpathon, which I love. This is a post from, I think, yesterday from Australian Carp Slayers. And there's a photo of the banks of this lake. 1,000 competitors in the South Australian Carp Frenzy and 4 tons of carp removed from Lake Bonnie. Now, Bonnie, I think I'm saying that right. How about that? So basically, the good people of South Australia have banded together and thought, we're doing Carpathon. Didn't call it that. That's okay. They should have. They could have.
It could have.
And have gone and removed 4 tons of carp just from fishing around. Like, it's awesome. And this is what I'm saying. There is it's the Carp Frenzy. It must be an event. And please get in touch. This is literally just come into our inbox this afternoon. And so I don't know any further information than that. But reach out and tell us more about the Carp Frenzy, because at first glance, the single post that I've seen is 4 tons of carp removed from the lake with 1,000 people in the Carp Frenzy.
I love it that there's a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Not page.
No,
group
it's a group
dedicated to this. And not a bad effort. 4 tons of the old mud marlin taken out of the system in one weekend. Great effort.
How about that? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lake Bonnie, if I'm saying that correctly, is not far over the border near the Murray River National Park, just past Renmark, if you were coming from Victoria. So how about that? Obviously, those carp just flowing into that lake from the river and various other waterways. But, Jesus, that's one way to do it. And it's what we've spoken about at length, Adam, is getting together.
Yep.
And
that could be the very early stages of Carpathon.
It could be.
I love it that people are taking it this seriously.
Yeah, and I'm okay if people are doing their own thing. It's the awesome principle. It's the principle, and I'm loving every minute of it. So anyway, thanks for sharing that and sending that through, people, because that is what Carpathon's all about.
Just eradicating carp.
Just getting rid of it.
4 tons.
4 tons
in one comp.
That's a lot of carp.
That's a lot of carp.
When you actually think about it for a second.
It's a lot of carp. Wonder how many carp that is.
Yeah, just thinking that. What's your
Shit
average
stack.
carp worth? Weight. Like if you're just talking, just a, what is it?
What do you reckon? Do you reckon they'd be
800
do you
grams,
reckon they'd be
700
a kilo?
grams, 800 grams or something like that. You know what I mean? Like let's call them a kilo. I mean, that's
It's a shit stack of carp.
still 4,000 carp. Like, yeah. Anyway, I love it.
Good effort.
Good effort.
Great effort.
Well done. Well done. Okay, now it is. You mentioned it off the top, and it actually caught me off guard a little bit, Adam. But we're in March,
We are.
and I don't know whether you've thought about this or taken into consideration what the start of a month means, but it's monthly resolution time.
Oh, yeah. It's monthly resolution time.
And it has crept up somewhat. Now, for those who aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, Adam, we decided when we came back on deck in the new year that, New Year's resolutions were a bit of a wank. Like, just calling out,
No
I'm going
one
to do
sticks at
this. You got 12 months. Of course you're going to do it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, so how about you tighten that up a bit, have a bit of a crack, do 12 things, one a month, call them out one a month, and it's a monthly resolution.
I love it.
So that's what
Makes
the deep
sense.
drop
Makes
is.
more sense than a yearly resolution.
Hmm.
Now, very quickly before we get into what our March resolutions will be,
Yeah.
let's get an update on how we're going with our previous resolutions. So January we wrote off
Hmm.
and basically said we said at the end of last year that you and I wanted to spend more time actually fishing together.
Yeah,
We ticked that off in January.
we did.
So we're off to a good start.
Good start. Good
Listen, it
start.
won't be the only time we fish together this year, but it was a solid start,
Yeah,
January.
yes.
So
Tick.
we both get a tick for that.
Yeah.
How are you going with Feb?
All right. Well, I think it's. I had an opportunity because you had shat the bed with Feb. It's fair to say.
Oh, fuck Feb straight up.
Just to recap, we've been through it, so I'm not going to put you through that pain or agony again. To recap, you called me to Barra.
Made a barra.
Now, again,
Stupid.
new listeners, we are based in Victoria. But
Ridiculous.
Adam put himself in the best possible scenario to tick that off, and he went up to Lake Mondrian. Didn't quite get it done. We've been there. We won't get into full detail, so that's
Still
okay.
hurts me.
But again, we should add again just to get through some of the rules and regulations. You still have a full year to do it. You don't have to get
that's
it
right.
done in that month, but you've got to nominate it each month. So you potentially might be none for 11, but then get them all done in the last month of the year just to storm home in red time.
Yeah.
But so to date, we're still saying you haven't.
Oh, there's
ticked
been
that
no
off yet?
change. There's been no change. No change. No update to give.
Just wanted to clarify. Now, I called out something a little more boring or less exciting anyway, which was calamari fishing off the beach. So not, land-based, but more wading and beach fishing. And straight off the bat, didn't get it done yet. So it is still live.
Still live? Yeah, no,
still
still live. Got plenty of time.
Well, the thing is, and look,
Still
not going to
busy
lie.
as shit where you are too, isn't it?
It is a little bit, but it's also a bit of a sneaky one to kick off with because realistically, I've got 12. It's a viable thing for 12 months of the year.
Yeah,
Having
correct.
said that, the colder it gets, the less. I
The
suppose,
less likely I want to get in the water.
yes, the less interest I am in waiting. So we'll be wanting to get that one done soon. I am a little bit restricted. I actually went out it was only a few days ago to do it. And the tide, I don't want to blame the tiger. I might have read it completely wrong because it was completely different to what I thought it was supposed to be doing. So it threw my plans completely out the window.
Did you do the classic plan the trip, walk down there and go, nah, fuck this, before you threw a cast and went home?
Oh yeah, I didn't cast a jig.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You're in my wheelhouse now, Luke. This is how I roll.
I was down the, I went, look, and I didn't have to go far. So it's not like I travelled, but I went down the road, had a look and went, oh, no, this isn't how I pictured it.
Yeah, this is just not going to work at all.
This is not what I had in mind. So I went home, had a coffee,
Plan B, which was go home.
watched some NBA. So
Fantastic.
none for none. So it's we're still all square, but it is time to
all right.
But it's
So
time
we're
to
st- we're
nominate
still even?
March. Yeah, we're still even.
We're still even. All right, good.
But it is a new month, so it's time to nominate the new month reso. Do you want to kick off?
Yeah, because I need some help with mine.
Okay. Let's go.
So I know what I want to achieve. I just don't know to what level. Because I think with the resolutions, it's easy to say, I want to go here and catch this.
Mm.
To what extent, it can't be a walk-up tick. You can't just go, I want to go and...
Catch an Australian salmon.
Yeah, that's right. So what I've got in mind, so I live quite close to Patterson Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got some ideas on... I want to try some stuff out, muck around a little bit on the brim in there. Typically quite a tough system, but it's close to me. So
yeah,
it's, you know what I mean? It's doable, whether it's for a couple of hours, whether it's for a day.
Yep.
What should I shoot for, Luke? Should I shoot for, say, a bag of brim? Or should I shoot for a decent one? Because either way, it's going to be bloody hard. So if we say benchmark, get a brim that's 40 out of the paddo.
Mm.
Or do I need, say, not even putting a weight on it, but say a legal bag of brim?
Okay. What is a bag?
Which
what are you
in
talking
length.
about?
Well, there's
Are you talking
two
about
bags.
an actual legal bag limit?
So say like a competition bag.
Yeah. Getcha. Okay.
All right. But there's levels to competition bag, as we discussed last week.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard it, I suggest you go back and listen.
Yes.
I could either go a 5-fish bag
Yeah.
or a non-boater 3-fish bag.
Well, let me ask
now,
you the
I
question.
won't be in a boat.
Okay, well then you've answered your question. You need a
I'll be in a
3-fish bag.
kayak. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, hang
technically non-boater, not a boat.
on. Oh, hang on.
I'll take it on technicality.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So you need a 3-fish bag.
So what do you reckon? So no, what do you reckon? Should I be going a 3-fish legal bag, or
What's legal size?
1 fish at 40?
Because I was just thinking, do you just give yourself the size? Like we, in the past, I think you've been with me on kingfish trips where we know the legal size is 60 in Victoria, 65 New South, but we go, we're aiming for 80 plus. You know what I mean? Like it's. So do you want to just call a size so 40's big fish, right? But you want a 3-fish bag of 36 plus? Or is that big still? That's still big, isn't it?
It's good for paddo.
Yeah.
But it's doable. But are we going... when we're talking length, are we going length or wanker length?
What's wanker length? Fork.
Fork, yeah.
Fork. Yeah.
So fork length or total length?
I don't reckon brim deserve anyway. Well, let's go. Or we could, yeah. We're sort of talking this out in real time.
So what I'm thinking, loose numbers for bag, a 3-fish bag where a legal fish is 30 to the fork.
Okay. All right, which would typically make it. Okay.
That's
still
It's still going to be hard to get, I reckon.
Or do you just want to target one big fish? Is that where you're sort of going?
I don't know, because either way, they're both hard. 40 centimetre brim, plenty of them in paddo. Friggin' hard to catch.
I want you to... I'm making a call. I want you to get a 40 centimetre brim.
Okay, so that's my monthly resolution for March 2025.
Yep.
Will be a 40 centimetre brim. May I ask for total length? Not...
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Not shit
That's
length.
fine. No, not shit length.
Wanker length.
Yeah, no. Total length.
Total length.
Yep.
All
right, tick.
So
happy with
40 centimetre paddo brim is my... that's my resolution for March 2025.
So you've really only got one reso to work at short term because you've got 2 in the bag to try and do.
Stupid pick for February.
It was the excitement. You got swept up in the moment.
Yeah, no, I swung for the fence. Had the trip was already planned. It was all happening.
Yeah, it was hit out or get out. It was.
But anyway,
fine.
who knows? We'll see what happens later in the year.
I love it. Okay,
Do
so
you think there's still barra in Hazelwood?
meteries? I don't know. You might be able to go and net one off the surface, maybe. All right.
What do you got?
I've been thinking about this a little bit too. A little bit similar in the style of fishing. or a style of fish. I've been really enjoying my local estuary perch population.
Yep.
And it's weird because I think the last 12 months or so, just primarily been targeting them soft plastics, But then recently, and shout out to John Didge, John and I had a bit of a crack and got a couple on top water. But little stick baits, pencil baits, that walk the dog style thing. Yep. One thing I haven't done, I can't remember, even going back to when you and I used to do it a lot, ads, was mainly with like the cicada style sort of. Yep. I can't remember really putting in and getting fish with poppers, like poppers, actually blooping poppers. And which I know there'll be people listening going, what are you talking about? Of course you can do that. I do it all the time. Cool. I just don't think I've done it.
Yeah.
And so what my monthly reso is to catch a decent or, legal EP with a popper.
Okay, so legal EP on a popper, cup-faced popper.
Yes.
I like it.
So, I mean, if you want to set a size as well, feel free.
No, legal's good. I think legal. Yeah, I think legal's a good place to start.
Yeah. So legal estuary perch with a popper is what I'm setting out to do.
I like this.
Okay.
Do you know why I like this? This is actually more challenging than people would expect because the warm weather is very quickly going to start to just phase out into the cooler months.
Yeah.
But you have got the start of next season too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but what I'm thinking is, I might be able to, if it's not sort of conducive to popper fishing at the time, I reckon I could stir them up enough to get a reaction bite out of them with a popper.
I like it. Yeah, awesome.
So that is the plan. That is my monthly resolution for March, Adam, and I feel okay about it. But I've also got now 2 to work on. So this is the thing, right? Before we know it, if we're not careful, we might be working on 7 or 8 in the.
I know, and we're going to have to pick and choose. It's going to be like school again. We're going to be cramming at the end of the year.
That's right. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. Study. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Good.
Okay, I like it. I like where we're at.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Awesome. Well, that's our monthly resolutions for March. I can't believe we've stumbled into March already to start talking about monthly resos, to be honest.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Now, before we go on, I know you've got something you want to bring to the table, lads, but I can't go anywhere without just diving back into Instagram for a moment because we had some messages from some good friends throughout the week. One in particular, we called for it, and we had it delivered. So, Adam, if you wouldn't mind, we've got our first application.
All right, hang on. Let me turn the volume up in my headphones.
And
I'm ready.
Let's see how it goes. This is Nick from Instagram.
Hey lads, I'd love to put my application in for the deep drop manager position you've advertised. Things I can bring to the role: I've got absolutely no managerial experience, but I do love fishing. I can craft a unique top 6 sting for you guys. I think that's that's where I can add value. I reckon I can bring a quick wrap up at the start of the podcast. What is the deep drop? Take something off your plates. Obviously, I'd love to talk about more what the role entails, and love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'm available for interviews whenever required. Thanks, lads.
It's a great application straight off the bat. If you don't mind me saying that.
So let's quickly, without notice, Luke. That's the first time I've heard it. Let's rip through the pros and cons real quick.
Okay.
So huge pro, huge.
Yeah.
No managerial experience. That's how we roll. That's how we roll at deep drop. So
I appreciate him raising that though.
Yep.
Straight off the bat. Listen, don't know what I'm doing managerial was. From me, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
Very short, very small shoes to fill.
Pro, couple of things there to help lighten the workload on us.
Don't mind that.
So, I love that. You know what? I'd like to let's hear a little sample of what the deep drop's all about, Nick.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's give us an intro. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little sample, and maybe even a quick, 3 or 4 second snippet of what a top 6
Jingle
would sound like. Don't
Yep.
give us the whole thing because we've still
Teaser.
got a
tease.
few applications to get through.
Yeah.
But great interview.
Great interview.
Or great application, I should say. We should get him on to interview him, shouldn't we?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I wanted to know.
Because
That's
going through more applications would mean more work.
It's who could be fucked.
And you know what that type of job's for? Management. So
So great. Straight off the bat, thank you so much. What a great way to.
I couldn't find a con. I listed some pros. I couldn't find any cons.
No, I mean, I would have liked to have known more a bit about his commitment to drink of the week, perhaps.
Oh yeah.
But that's okay. We can work.
Yeah, that's
on that.
okay. You can't know everything straight off the bat.
I love it. So thanks, Nick. So far, so good. You'd have to do something wrong for us to be sort of still finding a reason to keep the current management. Now I do have another.
I'm already out on current management.
Yeah,
but
I do have another message that came through, another voice message that came through during the week, which wasn't so much I think there was a sneaky little application at the end there, but this is more of a story, just based on, I think we were talking about boaters and non-boaters, and I suppose if you need, and the main topic is if you need to get it, if you need a shit.
Oh yeah, okay, nice.
So Nathan on Instagram sent us a story that he had recently, which is, listen, appreciate it sending it through. It is what it is. I haven't edited it, so let's hear Nathan's story.
How you going, guys? Love the podcast. Got a bit of a tale for you, just carrying on from the segment about shitting on other people's boats. So as a member of a lifetime member of the Fuck All Fishing Club, I booked a guide one day for catching gummies, and we're out there fishing in the middle of the bay, and he turns around to me and goes, "Hey mate, can you just turn around for a second?" I said, "What the fuck are you done?" He goes, sitting next to him, bloke I've never met, he just turns to me and goes, "Shit myself." I said, "You what?" He goes, "Yeah, shit myself." He goes, "Just turn around for a second." Fucking turn around, this bloke I've never met just drops his dacks and cleans himself up right there in the middle of the bay on a little fucking 5 metre boat. Overboard, and he goes, "Right, I'm good now." It's like, what on earth? Never met the bloke, didn't catch a gummy, and went back. But as for management, fuck him off. He's probably the kind of bloke that set lines for Murray cod still. So plug the merch, boys. Keep going. Love it. Mate.
Brilliant.
That's a rough charter if someone else is just randomly shit themselves.
Isn't it? Oh boy. But hey, listen, straight off again, thank you, Nathan. That was some story, but very relatable to what we're talking about, because it's a bit of a, what do you do? I mean, I'm not talking about non-boaters shitting themselves, but
I'm pretty sure that's not in the rule book. You know what though? I'm not sure if I'm thinking that's not bad form or terrible form by just openly announcing, "Oh, I've shit myself, mate. You're gonna have to just turn around for a sec." Because at that point of the game, right? If you've shit yourself, do you bother asking for someone to turn around? I mean, surely you got no dignity left after that anyway. It's a rough conversation to have.
It's a rough conversation, but I respect it because no one wants to see that.
No,
if there's an opportunity not to see it, you don't want to see it. So I respect his openness and honesty.
So what are we talking cleaned up here? I mean,
I don't know.
was it just a little skinny, or did he shit himself?
Was it a full code brown? Like what? What's?
There's no coming back from that.
No, yeah. Jesus, that's a rough trip for the rest of the crew too, eh? Like, what are you? Are we packing? You're packing up at that point, going, right? Let's go. This is ridiculous.
It's hard to come back from. I don't know how you sit that one out.
But there is also, as we heard there from Nathan at the end, bit of support to get rid of management. So
Listen, he might be a chance of getting the management position just for the fact that he said we should fuck him off and start again. So I'm not sure if that was an application, but I'm taking it as one.
yeah, I think it's one. We'll keep you in mind for sure, Nathan. Appreciate that. Again, thank you very much. If anyone does want to get in touch, share stories, or indeed apply for the management position, please send us, as you've heard there from Nick, with a very concise application.
Love it.
And of course, Nathan sharing a story, but then dropping a little bit of a promo to get rid of management at the end. Please do. Instagram, drop us a voice message, and you can tell us anything you want.
Yeah,
whatever.
We're open to everything.
What's on your mind? Yeah. Ad, you've got something on your mind today. I don't know what it is, but you messaged me saying, I've got something I want to talk to you about.
Yep.
And that was that.
Yeah, so in my rounds today, I travelled through East Gippsland, stopped in at a couple of shops, and the first thing I noticed was a big fuck-off shark trace that was sitting on the actual counter. And when I mean shark trace, this thing was, I don't know how long it was, but it was meters
Yeah, right.
of 1,000-pound wire with a big 16-0 circle on it.
Oof.
And a nice little fixed swivel that sits a little bit up from the hook. And what blows me away, Luke, is you know what that little swivel's for?
What?
A fucking anchor. So,
What?
mate, the shark fishing thing off the beach has got fucking weird, right?
Wow.
So this is the second time I've seen the anchors. There's another shop in Gippsland, obviously where the shark fishing thing is just blowing up huge off the beach.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
has been building and building and building for quite some years. He's imported these little anchors.
When you say anchors, talk me through
No,
because
no,
I'm picturing like a
no.
sarker.
No, think what are those?
Like a
what
pick,
are those?
like a
Those reef anchors, those ones
Yeah,
that
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
they just look like a big fucking treble with heaps of hooks on it.
gotcha. Yeah.
We're talking, a normal boat size one of them, but little.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's wild.
So what's happening here? They're paddling baits out and dropping them with the anchor.
Well, I think most of it's happening via drone these days.
Okay,
So
yep.
they need to be careful with the. So the whole point of the anchor is finding an anchor which doesn't really weigh much. Go figure. but has a shitload of points on it to anchor the bait, whether it's in a side current or,
Right.
I guess, real current. Because by the sounds of things, I don't know how far they're driving these
Far
baits
out.
out.
Yeah.
I want you to give me your thoughts on this shark fishing arrangement off the beach. Is it
Yeah.
something that grabs you? Is it something you thought wouldn't mind it?
And
we're not talking gummies here. We're talking
No. Yeah.
fucking bronzies, and there's been little whites caught as bycatch, which have all been treated well and put back, I might add.
Yeah.
Anything that's fucking big but's caught off the beach
Yeah.
is where these guys are at.
I've not had that desire, ads, to go and target a big shark. To be honest, even in boats, we've done makos and stuff like that before, but it doesn't excite me massively, to be honest. But to do it off a beach, it's a big thing. Like, people love it. It's a pretty high interest sort of way of fishing, but can't say it's ever really grabbed me. And I don't know particularly why, but it's it seems pretty. Everything about it is heavy duty and big effort. Maybe that's what's put me off. But no, it's not something I've ever really sort of dove too deeply into to find out about, or certainly haven't done the 90-mile beach or whatever, Golden Beach or whatever it is to do it. Have you? Where are you at with it?
Couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, there's the beach element for you, which you're famously
You lost
not
me at
interested
beach.
in. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not so much interested in doing it, but I wouldn't mind cruising down to the beach at my own leisure
having a
and
look.
just seeing a few other people, and because it's the bait application that's the one that really gets me. I've heard too many stories of the hardcore guys, obviously before drones, paddling baits out. Now, I must say, shark fishing off the beach isn't a new thing, but it's something that's grown in massive
Yeah.
popularity over the last probably 5 or 6 years, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's getting bigger and bigger every year. And obviously drones are now making it just that little bit easier. The drones present their own challenges, but as far as deploying a bait behind the breakers or whatever, that's sure as shit a hell of a lot better than paddling it out.
Oh, mate. Who's the sucker that does that? You know what I mean?
Surely that's
do you
a paper,
invite
rock,
your
scissors-
shit, or do you invite your shit, mate? You sort of
Is
go,
it?
hey,
So is the
let's invite...
guy that paddles the bait out, is he the non-boater of land-based fishing?
He's the non-boater of land-based fishing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the boater. So,
that's
so it's the one fishing application where non-boaters are actually have more power.
at the advantage.
Yeah. I'm not. If I got a phone call saying, "Hey, Luke, we'd really like to take you out to, do shark fishing at the," but I'm reading into that saying so they need a sucker to paddle their baits out. No, I'm not interested.
No, thanks. Actually, I did start off by saying I couldn't give a fuck. That's probably a lie. I'm not interested in necessarily kitting myself out to go shark fishing off the beach, but I'd like to cruise around and see how it's being done because it seems pretty interesting. I just don't really have a desire to fish for them.
Yeah. Oh, as I said, I think there's a lot of effort involved because there's the gear, there's the know-how. You're not just dropping a bait in a middle of a breaker. Like you got to know what you're doing. So that part of it for me, I'm the same. I'm interested. It does intrigue me, and I wouldn't mind speaking to someone or actually going to check it out firsthand. But because they do it inside the bay too, which a lot of people probably don't want to hear. but I know there are certain areas around here that they do it and do it with success for bronzies and things like that. So it is fascinating. It's a bit like I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it's a bit like fly fishing. I'm interested. There is a technique and the skill to it that I'm interested in, but I'm not. But it's more. You know what I mean. It's something that just because I'm not really into it, I certainly am intrigued by it somewhat.
I've got a theory on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the noodling of Australia? Like, when you're noodling like these...
Oh, yeah, the cowboys in...
these crazy rednecks, like, catching catfish with their hands.
Oh, mate. That is nuts.
Yeah. But is shark fishing off the beach... Okay, let's thought exercise here, Luke. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's create the stereotypical... When you think... shark beach fishing, what sort of person do you picture in your mind? Let's build the perfect beach shark fisherman.
They're a beer drinker.
Yep.
They are. It's 4-wheel drive or bust. Like you're not shark fisherman if you're driving a sedan.
Yeah, no, it's not. Not if you're a real shark.
Not if you're real.
I think you've probably got a closet full of Bintang singlets or blue Bonds singlets.
Maybe.
Or just high vis.
High vis is key. High vis is it's recommended, but it's not the be all and end all. But it's crucial to it.
Yeah.
A flanny, but a thick flanny.
Oh, if it gets cool in the evening.
Yeah.
You're
not a wader. You're not wearing waders.
Nah, waders are for pussies. You're not wearing waders.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a set of old, like beat up Tiagras that you've bought off Marketplace.
Yep. Still do the job.
Proper fucked ones because,
they're
gold and big. I mean, Metallica's, nah.
No, it's got to be gold.
Gold and oversized.
And the scratches are badges of honour.
Yeah, so you want it pre-fucked.
Oh yeah. Oh, not fucked. Yeah. Like it's got to work. It's got to work.
Just.
Yeah. Listen, if the tension knobs or the drag lever's not quite there, it's a
little bit loose, a little bit rattly.
Yeah, it kind of puts it in gear or whatever, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's okay. And I think the rods
missing a runner.
Yeah, I was going to say the rods are broomsticks and
with roller tips
for the most part unbranded. Like they're just no one knows where they came from.
Yeah,
they kind of just appeared in someone's collection. Going, they're doing the job.
And if there's not one guide missing, it's held on with duct tape.
Yeah, love that. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the sort of the combination there. And solid. There's a solid member of the team that is responsible for, but really good at catering, and it's an esky, and it's got off-road wheels, obviously, to get it down
Nice.
onto the sand.
Yep.
And it's got attachments like rod holders and, little,
this.
sort of parts to it that just carry little bits and pieces. Not for no reason. It's all very much customized and tailored because one of the guys is a welder and he's put some bits and pieces on it. You know
Made
what I mean?
solid, like a solid esky holder that slips into four-wheel drive. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And with ease too. It's not like, I've got to fuck around. It's like...
No,
mate.
it's already done.
And when you open that bad boy, you think, oh, yeah, there'll be a few blocks of ice and a couple of tinnies and maybe a tray of snags or something. No. It is segmented and neat and just to perfection.
This I didn't picture.
You didn't picture it. You know why you didn't
No.
picture it? Because you saw the guy wheeling it and he looks a bit rough around the edges. And you made a judgment call, a poor judgment call.
I did.
You judged a book by its cover, Adam.
Yes, I did.
And if you just take the time to get to know that person and open the esky, you go, wow, hats off, sir. This is a well-presented, cooler food storage unit that is everything that the team needs because you're not doing that on your own.
Yeah.
There's usually a crew. There's probably 2 4-wheel drives, so maybe it's either 4 people or 5 or 6. There might only be 1, 2, maybe 3 rods out, but probably not that many. And it's all about then teamwork. And person in question doesn't touch a rod for the night. It is purely catering and just nails it every time.
Okay, so keeping the team focused and hydrated
Yes.
and nourished.
Yes, exactly. And
I'm
don't
picturing-
you for a second think there's not 6 to 7 packets of beef jerky.
Nice. And it's a 30 block of either drafties or VBs, nothing else.
Tins, not glass.
Correct, tins.
Yeah.
Because you can get your 5 cents back for every one of them.
Yeah. And
You can with a glass too.
Yeah. But we're not, they've got, there's an element of, of doing the right thing. Taking glass onto a beach, it's not, let's not do that. Tin's better. And then the beauty is, once you've sort of got things ready to head down, you just simply grab your 3 or 4 stubby holders off your antenna, off the 4-wheel drive.
Yes. You reckon they're rocking boardies or footy shorts?
Combination. Yeah, combination. Okay. Yeah.
One member where teeth are strictly optional.
Potentially. It's a group of people that I admire. It's not a form of fishing that I'm...
Not for the faint-hearted.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
I don't think I'm cut out for it.
I'm not. I'm telling you now, I'm not. I wouldn't mind attending. I could maybe maybe I could be an assistant to the catering guy.
Happy to wheel the 4-wheel drive esky.
Yeah, because there's also a tech-savvy person in this team. Because
there's drones involved.
There's drones involved. You're not mucking around with that unless you know what you're talking about. And there's probably some GoPros because I think a lot of these people will capture some of their content because it's pretty bloody exciting. They get it right. How are on the road? How are the reports? Like, is the fishing good? Is it something that's happening because there's real chance to catch a beast?
Well, I honestly think it's slipped into the point where it's just part of what happens throughout the summer period of fishing.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a seasonal sort of a thing.
And I don't think it's not a fad anymore. I think these dudes that shark fish. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the time of year. I'd assume warm water, maybe not over summer itself. I dare say there's probably a few more people using the beach then. But I don't know.
And what are they targeting? Bronzies primarily.
I think primarily bronzies.
Yeah,
but they get big hammers.
Yeah, I was going to say the hammers would come in there as well. But again, saying come in, these drones would take these baits out a fair way if they wanted to, I'm assuming.
Oh, I reckon some of them are being dropped, at least halfway to Tassie.
It's not that far to Tassie. But a fair way out, no doubt. It's an interesting one. I'm curious as to what out of season. What are these teams of shark fishers doing? Are they gummy fish?
Stockpiling bait.
Bait collection. Bait collection's 8 months of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, because you could just be like racking 3 kilo salmon in the winter.
Bang. There's your bait. And
Yeah.
chest freezers. Fill up those chest freezers.
Yep.
Out of interest, what are they using for bait? Is it whole
Anything
tuna
big.
frames or bloody salmon?
Anything
or
big.
Big,
No,
yeah.
no idea, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing, or if they're droning, probably big squid or salmon. Or
Oh, yeah.
there's a bait they use up in, I've seen in Queensland a fair bit, which might consist of a sea creature that looks like it's flying rather than swimming underwater. Might
Right.
have a spike on its tail,
Oh, okay.
and it might have a body count of Steve Irwin.
oh, shit.
But I don't think that's. I don't think we're
that's
allowed to do that in Vic.
Not sure. I know I've seen videos of them doing it in the States. I think
Yeah.
they do that in
Yeah.
America as well. But yeah, I'm not sure. It is
So we'll just skip over that. It might.
yeah,
so
we'll skip. It is a
probably the
serious food
standards.
source though of those particular species. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, let's not encourage that because I'm
Well,
not. we're not
shark
sure.
fishermen off the beach out there. Let us know the preferred bait.
Tell us everything.
Yeah,
Give us
do you
drop us a voice message. We'll play that. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
10 minutes long. We'll play that on the show next
Well, let
week.
us know with the kit. Did we get anywhere near it?
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know preferred bait. I want to know if you own a Bintang singlet. I want to know if you've got an esky with four-wheel drive wheels on it.
Yeah.
I want to know if your esky's packed neatly,
Yeah.
or if it
you've
just consists of a 30 block of beers.
Yeah. If you've got a car that has the stubby holders on the antenna,
Yeah.
let us know and I'll supply some more stubby holders. That
Yeah.
you need a bright green deep drop stubby holder on that bloody antenna. Let me tell you that much.
Correct. I want to know if your big gold reel's been beaten up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give
no,
us
I'm
a-
interested.
Give us a rundown. Yeah.
Give us
just
the rundown.
Give us a rundown.
Give us the play-by-play for the shark fish shows
Yeah.
off the beach.
Because it's something that's very foreign to you and I, Ads.
I absolutely know nothing about it.
No.
All I know is I saw this big fuck-off shark trace that was there to hold an anchor, which blew my little mind. And I thought this is a
Yeah.
little bit more serious than
It's
what
a
I
world,
thought it was.
yeah. It's a world you're not familiar with. That's great.
Yeah.
And this is why fishing's so good, Adam. You have been around. You have done so many different types of fishing, but there's still elements of it that you go, yeah, this is foreign, which is fantastic, and it's so
That's
it should
the best.
Yeah.
We're always learning, and I'm reaching out. I want to learn. So if you're a shark fisher off the beach, get in touch. Leave us a voice message would be the way, I think. It needs to be sold.
be. Yeah.
Let
or
us
a
know
video.
your setup.
Bloody video if you
Oh,
want.
that'd be
Because I wouldn't
grouse.
mind seeing some pics like of A, your setup, the baits, but also your kit.
Yeah.
What do you look? What are
kit.
you getting
Yeah.
around in? What's
Yeah.
your esky setup like? All right. Well, let us know. Get in touch. Instagram's the best place to do it. You could send us some stuff through on the website, thedeepdrop.au, and order your stubby holders. But, mate, I'm telling you now, if you give us a full rundown of your kit, we'll supply a couple of new stubby holders for that air antenna of yours.
100%.
Right. Well, Ads, it's time for our regular segment and one that we've had a lot of feedback on over the last couple of weeks and probably haven't really recapped. But I do want to say we got bombarded. We're going back 2 weeks now. The Raspberry Mars bar comment that you dropped into your top 6 road trip snacks,
Banger.
it absolutely infiltrated and blew up the social messages.
Yep.
And massive shout out to everyone for getting involved in that. There were a few that were saying, what a joke, Adam, what's he talking about, load of shit. And then maybe half an hour later going, actually just tried one, not bad.
Correct. Change your life.
There are a few comments on last week's shit pets, mostly in agreement.
Yeah.
Mostly in
I think
agreement.
that was probably I think that's the one where I think we comprehensively nailed 1 through 6.
Yeah, I don't think there was any. Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong there. But now, last week we toyed with a bit of a jingle,
Yep.
but I've come back because I know you weren't happy with that. I've
Oh, we've got an update on the jingle.
I've come back with
Didn't
something
hate
that-
it. Thought it needed work. Didn't hate
Yeah,
it.
it needed a bit of work. It was a bit
Yeah.
porny.
Yeah, it was a little
porny.
bit. Yeah, a little bit.
And that's
Yeah, a
okay.
little
We don't, but I've come back with something, and I want to shout out my 7-year-old son who helped me on this. He was in there. He's got a bit of a musical sort of a brain to him, and
Love
he was
this.
pushing some buttons and mixing some tracks. And here's what he came up with. Are you ready for our top
it.
6 jingle?
Deep drop top 6. The deep drop top 6. The deep drop
So I
wasn't ready.
mind
I
that.
wasn't ready for the second verse.
No, yeah, exactly. So just winds into it that second verse there. But so there's something that we've worked on, and the young fella, he's got a bit of a look out. The music
I
world.
like it. It's it might have producer written all over it in the future.
Mate, take us to what we're talking about tonight for the top 6, please, Adam.
Well, top 6 for this week, Luke. It was a bit of a rough day yesterday. It was a long day. I attended an under 15s netball tournament all day, literally all day,
Yeah.
and I was exhausted.
Yeah.
So I went to bed early, and I got up early because I was hitting the road again. And I thought, you know what? I feel a little bit dehydrated. I should pull over and get a Powerade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. It's a good call. It's a good move.
Yeah. So moseyed on in, had a look. Luke, shit stack of flavours to choose from. So I thought, what would our top 6 best Powerade / Gatorade flavours?
Good. Okay. Interesting. Because you're right. There's quite an array of
There's lots. There's now
of
no
flavour.
sugar healthy options, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plenty of them. There's a few of the OGs. There's a couple of new ones.
Yep.
Like to think I've sampled most of them.
Yeah, I'm a fan. On record, I like a Powerade. I like a Gatorade. Especially if the night before was a rather large one on the Frothies ads. I think
Yes.
a Gatorade or a Powerade can help bring you back to life.
Listen, it's in the recovery kit always.
It's a recovery tool for after a run
Yep.
or after a solid day on the water or while you're out in the water fishing.
Yep.
But certainly not a bad hangover maneuver. So, all right, well let's dive on in, ads. Do you want to?
No. I want you to kick us off because
Okay.
for me, I've got there's number 1 and then there's the rest.
Me too. And I
Okay,
wonder if we're aligned on this.
Okay.
Interesting.
Take us away. I'm very interested now.
Okay, me too. And it's okay if this isn't yours, but this is for me clearly number 1. So number 1, Powerade Gold Rush.
You've nailed it. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
I can't believe how aligned we are, Adam.
It's now for those listening. We did not. We never ever discuss top 6 before we get on
No.
this pod. We know the topic, and that's it. You went Gold Rush Powerade.
Yep.
It's by far the best.
It's by far the best.
And there's a long way between that and number 2.
Yeah, it's a big gap. There's a big gap. Now, it's not putting shit on any of the other, which no doubt we'll get into for the remaining top 5, but that is far and above everything else.
Yep, agreed. Love that.
Good. Tick.
All right, number 2. Lemon lime.
Yeah.
Gatorade or Powerade. I'm not
Yeah.
fussy.
No.
It's a little bit of an OG.
Yeah.
I anticipate copping a little bit of flack about it, but I'm a fan.
I feel like some people are lemon lime people, or they're not. Like it's one or the other. You're not really on the fence with a lemon lime, are you?
I feel as though if someone from the older end of the spectrum of age probably leans into a lemon lime.
Do you reckon? You reckon that's what it is?
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
but I'm with it. I'm all for it.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the next one into purely Gatorade for a moment, if you will.
All
Number
ears.
3, watermelon chill Gatorade.
Okay. A little bit controversial for me.
And just for clarity, it's the clear. It's basically the
Just
clear
looks like water.
Well, looks like water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. I like it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, okay. Is it a no sugar arrangement?
I think there's no sugar options in it. I don't recall it being, and it may have recently become a no sugar arrangement. But
Okay.
yeah. Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. It may be, but hey, that's okay. I enjoy that too.
I don't know, but yeah, okay. It's different.
Yeah.
Number 4, it's got to be the classic blue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just when you're not sure, or when you're not sure what you want, you can go. Actually, if they've sold out a Gold Rush, you always consider a blue.
You're talking.
And if it's an emergency, you can guarantee in the little fridges at Coles or Woolies, there's always going to be a blue one.
There's always going to be. So you're talking Mountain Blast.
Mountain Blast.
Let's use names here.
Or
Adam.
is it the same? Do they wouldn't call it the same for Gatorade, would they?
No. So Mountain Blast is the Powerade version.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. I'm glad it's in our list.
I felt as though it wouldn't be a solid top 6 without the blue one.
No. Well, I think my next one is a similar kind of scenario. Ads number 5, Berry Ice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Powerade.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. I always get a little bit of anxiety when I'm tucking into a red one. Because I always, in the back of my mind, I've always got, if I spill this, I'm fucked.
That's
Whatever
fair
I'm wearing
call.
is
Whatever you're
done.
wearing.
Just throw it.
Yeah. It's true. It's hard to get any of that sort of. You're not coming back from a Berry Ice spillage.
Yeah. Now we're talking Berry Ice being Powerade.
Yeah, correct. It's red. It's deep red.
Also, one that you can always find cold.
Yeah. Yes, true.
You don't have to pick up a warm one and suck that. Okay, I like it.
Well, just on that, just quickly, before you round this out with number 6, it's a really good point that you raise. My local Woolies near my work, right? And because often, throughout work, I go, geez, I need a Gold Rush. That's what I need. They don't have Gold Rush in the fridges.
Nope.
Only on the So you're seeing that too?
Yep. So I've got a Coles and a Woolies local.
Right.
There's never anything in the fridges except for blue and red. That's it. They're your only
Is this
options.
a strategic move? Are they trying to boost? Because this is where my mind goes, right? This is probably a bit of a reflection of where our history has been in retail. I am thinking that they need to boost some sales in red and blue and think, well, people want it cold, especially if they want it now. So if the only option is red and blue, they'll probably grab one of them. Gold Rush, it'll sell itself. It's fine. We don't need to boost that. Do you know where I'm going with it?
I would love to know the reason why I can only find blue and red at a Woolies.
Refrigerated. Yeah.
There's got to be there's something.
I think it's a bit of a sales driver.
Normally I'd say it's an exclusive, but it's not.
No. Sales driver, I reckon. I would like a bit of a breakdown from the good folk at Powerade. Is Gold Rush their number 1?
It'd have to be.
And by how much? How much?
Yeah, maybe they don't put it in the fridge because if they do, they just will not sell any other flavour.
Well, that's where I'm going with it. So a sales driver is to put it in put Mountain Blast and Berry Ice in the fridges, knowing that Gold Rush will look after itself. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
They could stick it on
Don't
the
have to
floor,
worry about it.
upside
Just make
down, and
more
people will still buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's get the chilled ones typically sell more, so let's get them up the front of the shop in the fridges.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because we're never going to push the best before date on a Gold Rush.
No.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, okay.
that's the theory. All right, well, you better round it out with number 6, Ads.
Number 6, going Powerade,
Okay.
orange.
Powerade orange.
No,
that
sorry,
Gold Rush?
Gatorade. Gatorade. Did I say Powerade? Or did I say Gatorade?
You said Powerade.
Oh, fuck that up. Hang on, let me do it. Let me do a new one for the social cut down.
Yeah,
Number
yeah, yeah.
6 in the Gatorade stable, orange.
Yeah, good. And again, it's a safe one. It's probably
It is a
very
safe bet.
similar to Gold Rush, but it's what's it? Is it
Nah,
got a
it's
name?
not similar. No, I think it's
Oh,
just
it's not?
orange. Nah, this is your classic orange. So think like, remember Sunny Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing a top 6 icy polls next week?
Write it down.
Yeah. All right. Good. So number 6, orange.
Orange. Gatorade.
Gatorade. Yeah. Okay. Good. I mean, that's a pretty good top 6. I'm happy with that, and I'm glad I was interested to see what your number 1 would be because
I think we clocked it after number 1. That's solid.
yeah, that's it. That could have been in road trip snacks if we
Yes.
included drinks.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So top 6 sports drinks flavors we
Yep.
might be calling it. To recap, number 1, Gold Rush Powerade.
Yep.
No brainer. It's orange. Number 2, Lemon Lime Powerade or Gatorade. You were
Or
saying.
Gatorade.
So that's
Yeah,
same.
either either. Yep, same.
Number 3, I went with the Watermelon Chill Gatorade.
Controversial
No-
pick.
Yeah. Number 4, Mountain Blast Blue Powerade.
Solid.
Number 5, Berry Ice Red Powerade.
Also
And number
solid.
6, Orange Gatorade.
Yeah.
You're pretty safe with any of those.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong. It's a solid top 6. If you rocked up to any servo in the country and any of those 6 were chilled,
Yeah.
you can leave pretty satisfied, I think.
Yeah. Have we missed any? Have we included some that shouldn't be there? You let us know, and please do. And if by all means, go into your local servo next time you're getting some fuel and take some snaps if there's one there where you haven't featured, because we might not know about it.
And
Do you reckon
I'll
there's
try
any
it.
hidden gems and any exclusives to someone that we just,
There'd have to be.
Yeah.
There'd have to be. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
There'd have to
Oh,
be.
I'm keen to see a new. We're almost due for a new flavour, are we? Or like,
Yeah, I feel as though it's been a while since we've
But
had.
what do
Yeah,
you-
but they
what do you
keep
do?
fucking around with these no sugar ones, and then there's like the clear ones.
I've got it. Deep Drop Green.
Ooh.
Is this a collaborative piece?
Well, there is a
Deep Drop and
green.
Power.
There is a green Gatorade.
I'm
Some
thinking-
apple arrangement.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's okay.
Oh,
Not
hey.
top 6 worthy,
Let's put a one-pager together for the people at Powerade and talk about.
but it's a
Deep
deeper
Drop
green. It's not deep drop green.
Oh, well, it's the market for it then, isn't there? Deep Drop Green. What flavour would it be? Is it going to be lime? It's going to have to be sort of a lime type.
Yeah. What else?
Or
would be green?
or is it completely not what you'd think? It's like a berry. It's like a, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What if we fucked with people's heads and it was called
like raspberry.
Grape. But everyone thinks grape's purple.
Yeah.
But it's
True.
green, but tastes
a
like
green
grape.
grape.
Yeah.
Green grape. Let's do that. All right. That's another. Fuck. We've got some work.
Got some
to do.
projects.
Love this. All right. Well, I reckon that's just about us for tonight, Ads. Thank you so much to everyone who sent through the voice messages and the applications. Of course, keep them coming because we'll be filtering through those and working
That's right.
out.
We've got a position
all
to
those.
fill.
Yeah, exactly. Monthly rezos. It's exciting because we've hit March, so we've got new resolutions. I'm catching estuary perch on poppers, cup face poppers. Adam,
Yep.
you are catching a 40 centimetre brim in a paddo, which is
Out
a
of the
system
paddo.
that's going to be hard work for you
Tough.
to do, but you've got this. Shark fishing off the beach, is it your thing? Let us know. Like, tell us what you're doing. Tell us what gear you're using. Tell us what sort of kit you're rocking. And keen to know a bit more about it. Ads, we might get you down there and join one of these crews. Have a look at it.
Might have to have a cruise along the beach.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, as always, keep in touch. There's plenty to have a think about this week, and we can't wait to hear about it all week long. And love the interaction, everyone. So keep it coming. We'll see you all real soon. See you, Ads.
Peace.